And we're entering a brand new decade next week, and we're expecting that new trends are set to emerge. Some of the trends this past decade when it comes to health and wellness and all those things that socially impact our lives, selfie sticks, posting significant events of your life on social media became very, very popular. Juicing and banting became a popular diet as well from a physical well-being point of view. So what's then predicted for health trends in 2020? To tell us a little bit more, I'm joined now by pharmacist and complementary medicines expert, Giulia Criscuolo. Welcome to Morning Live.
Hi, Valen.
Okay, so Giulia, what are your trend predictions then? And whether it be mental well-being and physical well-being for 2020?
Well, what we've noticed, Valen, for 2020 is people are looking at digital detox. That's one of the big themes of 2020. And also, as you said, mental well-being, very, very important. The other thing is that what is trending for next year is CBD oil, very, very popular. And then the last thing is about looking at a more plant-based diet, moving away from a lot of animal foods and going much more towards plant-based foods. So these are some of the big themes for 2020.
Okay. Let's start with a digital detox. What's a digital detox? Is it me just throwing my phone away?
Yes, basically you can do that. And essentially it's about just taking a break from our electronic devices. We all know how attached we are to them and how much it consumes our time and energy. Our cell phones, the computer, WhatsApp, Twitter and all these things. It's a constant bombardment of input all the time from this digital world. So basically a detox is just having a break, switching things off for a minute, an hour, a day, a month, and just coming back to yourself, letting go of all this electronic input and stimulation. And also what we get from that, this constant validation of having to post things and document things and share things. So it's taking a break from all of that.
It's quite strange. Hey, I was speaking to somebody about going away and going to the bush.
Yes.
And about 5 years ago, we were like, oh my word, do you have cell phone reception there? And now we're like, please let us not have cell phone reception when we actually go away. Yes. How quickly things have really changed.
Yes, absolutely. And that is telling you that people, even though the world needs us to be online, inside we're actually exhausted, and there's a part of us that is screaming, like you said, for some downtime. So absolutely, yeah.
So some of the other trends that you mentioned was plant-based diets and CBD oil. But what do people need to know? Because, when you're making a big shift to a plant-based diet, or you're starting to intake something that is foreign to your body, there are some risks perhaps that are involved and things that you really need to know. And you can't just go along with the trend, I suppose. Or can you?
I think go back to basics. I really believe in moderation in everything, and also just using what nature has provided for us, which is protein, which is plants, legumes, etc. But because of our modern society and mass production, a lot of people are aware of the inhumane treatment of animals, also what they're being fed, the use of antibiotics in terms of mass production, when it comes to producing meat and chicken, and also realizing that a lot of animals are fed hormones to make them grow quicker. So we have a definite move towards more free range. So we're not saying don't have animal products. It's important, like you said, we need essential nutrients from animal products. But more and more people are wanting to have more plant-based diets, fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, legumes, natural oils. So I think the key is to listen to your body, because we're all different. Some people really need a lot of protein, but as much as possible, include a lot more fresh fruits and vegetables in your diet that are organic and naturally grown. That's really important. But I agree, listen to your body and use your common sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's a funny thing about common sense. Sometimes it's not that common, is it? You have to remind people to actually be able to use it. What about CBD oil? Because, I mean, it's taken from a marijuana plant, but it's also an unregulated area of health and wellness.
Yes, and so many of these herbs are ancient. They've been around for a long time, and we know that they have amazing benefits. But again, with natural products, even though it's natural, it doesn't always mean that it's safe. So the important thing is to look at quality. There's a lot of CBD oils available on the marketplace today. So make sure that you know what you're getting. Does it contain the full spectrum of those phytocannabinoids, which is the active ingredient? And is it taken from the whole plant? Because you might be paying for a CBD oil and actually there's very little active ingredient in. So if you go to your health shop or pharmacy, speak to a consultant, look at the label, make sure that you're getting a quality product. But CBD oil is wonderful for so many uses. It's fantastic for pain relief, for anxiety. It supports cardiovascular health. It's great, for example, for side effects of cancer treatment. So it has many wonderful properties. But be informed, use it responsibly, and look for quality. Make sure that you're getting a good quality product.
I associate CBD oil with people that are in remission or people that are currently going through chemotherapy, but it seems as if completely healthy people are also taking CBD oil. Is that advisable?
Yes, because it has so many wonderful properties. How many people are feeling stressed and anxious today, battling to sleep? So it has many, many properties. And again, one should use it responsibly because it's very powerful. So make sure that you're taking the right dose. Don't overdo it. But it can be used for many, many different conditions and states of mind.
It seems as if, because it's brand new, it's in almost an experimental phase in South Africa. So you say that people need to look for a quality product and they need to ensure that they are taking the right doses.
Yes.
How are you guided in those things when this is a new product on the market?
Yeah. So although it is a new product, then, as you're saying, it's an ancient herb. It's been around for millennia. So it's not like it's something new that's just been created. However, the way it is harvested and put into a packaged product is the important thing. So find out what's in the marketplace, what company, what do they stand for, are they a reputable company? And so do some investigation before you just go willy-nilly to the store and buy a product. Because sometimes what's on the label isn't enough. Our natural health products are regulated in South Africa. You can't just put anything on the shelf. So they are regulated. But still it's important to find out how it's made, where is the plant grown, and also to ask your healthcare advisor, whether it's your practitioner or the pharmacy. They're usually very well informed and get the good information.
So it's all about research and arming yourself with knowledge.
Yes.
And mental health, self-care and healing, they're increasingly taking center stage.
Yes.
What does this mean? Give us a few practical examples for people that they can actually implement into their own lives.
Well, then if I think of self-care, I like to use the 5 S's. I got this from a woman called Stephanie Vogt, and she very simplifies it into the 5 S's of self-care. The first one is self-care, slowing down, simplifying your life, surrendering, and then also stillness. So if you look at self-care, remember we are human beings, not human doings. So do we take time to just relax, to rest enough, to feed ourselves with good food? Slowing down. Are we mindful when we eat our food? This is a festive season, we're eating a lot of food. Do we take time to really taste our food, to take a pause in between rushing around between activities? The senses. Do we spend time in nature? Just like looking up at the sky, seeing the clouds, smelling the air, feeling the wind on your skin. Do we take time to be still every day, just switching everything off and just being, doing nothing? For some people, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
So all of these things help us turn our attention back within and reconnect, to become more present with ourselves and others. People are the most important investment in our lives and relationship. But how present are we with ourselves and with each other? When we are so distracted with our devices, we're not actually present, we're not actually connecting, listening to each other, really hearing each other, following a sentence to the end. So self-care involves all of these things: mindfulness, spending time in nature, and making sure that our cup is full. What do we need to have a full cup? Do we need to say no to certain things instead of saying yes to everything? And do we need to be on every platform and doing so many things? So these are some of the things that people can think about while we end one year and begin a new year.
Do your research, listen to yourself on all aspects, I suppose, is the main message, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you very much. That is complementary medicines expert and pharmacist Giulia Criscuolo chatting to us about the trends in 2020 and how to just take better care of yourself from a mental as well as physical well-being. And more as we move forward in our consciousness, I suppose those two things are so intertwined that we can't really separate them, mental as well as physical well-being. Time now for us to take a